But you know what? I've been doing this for 10 years, this show.
Yeah.
And this is one of the more solid vehicles I've found, the Bronco for sure. We're in Mississippi, just crossed the state line, and we are in the city of Meridian, which, you know, when you see it on the highway sign, you don't know how big it is. It's a big town. I mean, it's a big town. There's skyscrapers and big shopping malls and probably every kind of fast food you could ever hope for. We're gonna give ourselves 1 hour to find an old car. So we'll start it right now. Not for sale. I have the feeling we're like onto something. That's a cool Bronco. That's a, you know, early first generation Bronco. We're driving into the town of Meridian. We got off the interstate and we just picked a random street. I said, whoa, a first generation Bronco. Hello, David.
Hey,
Thanks for letting us invade your privacy here.
You're welcome.
So tell me what we found here. What year is this?
1977, made in June. Last year they made the small ones. This is the only year it's got the disc brakes on the front. Okay. The only year. Change brakes, you got drums on the back, that's bad enough, but you got to take all your four-wheel drive stuff off the front to your brakes with the drum brakes. Disc, you just take it off and throw them right back.
So how long have you had this?
Since 1985, 84, 85.
It was your daily driver? Was it really? I bet people stop here all the time to ask about it.
I have a lot of people stop by wanting to buy it and wanting to offer me like $1,000 or $2,000.
Mm-hmm. Look at the lichens on here. But nature is taking this vehicle back over.
That's that good old crepe myrtle right there is what that is.
So is this a V8?
302.
302. Okay. Do you remember how much you paid for it?
Yeah, I do.
How much?
$1,000.
$5,000 in 1982.
No, probably 85, 84,
okay,
something like that.
Yeah.
And the guy I bought it from, when you go to the end of the street, if you drive over in that driveway, that's where he lives.
And you knock on the door?
I had left there at junior college one day. I came down through there. What do you want for it? That's what I want for it. Okay.
Yep. Oh, that's a clean looking motor.
302.
Uh-huh.
Edelbrock intake on it. Just a little, it's just a little bit. And it's got, I don't know what kind of, it's a 4-barrel carburetor. It's a Holley.
Holley, yes.
Street Dominator is what it is.
Yeah, you see a lot of V8s in Broncos, but not 4 barrels. Interesting. Wow. When was the last time this was run?
About a year ago.
Yeah?
I pulled the gas out of it, and it was orange. Pulled the gas out of it, put 5 gallons in there, cranked it up. It ran for a little bit. Okay.
So what does this mean? Of 1515?
Oil filters, 1515, 2050 castor oil. Next oil change is 113.4, 13400. Yeah.
So I see the mileage on this thing.
Yeah, that's it. That's original.
In other words, this is not 100,000?
Yeah, it's 100. It's
Okay.
100,000.
So
whatever's on that odometer, as far as I know, is original.
108,400 miles.
That's it. 2 gas tanks, 3 on the tree.
3 on the tree. So why'd you stop using it?
I got that. I had another truck, and so I was working all the time. To tell you the truth, you know, when you got to work.
So people knock on your door and offer you $1,000 for it or something.
Mm-hmm.
Would you sell this for a reasonable price?
Maybe reasonable, but it'd be so high. The things are worth. Of course, they got to be, you know, they got to be cleaned up and all that. They're worth over $200,000.
$200,000.
Let me go get. Can I go get my phone real quick and show you?
Yeah. It's got a damn good body. This is that's real metal. A lot of times you see them with rot down there. Yeah, if you remember, we found a Bronco in Maine. It was orange, same color as this, but it had rot on it. This one, the typical rot areas, this is a pretty good vehicle. Now, I don't know about, you know, the cowl section here or not. So this is a manual steering vehicle.
Yes, it's manual, and steers easy. It's not hard.
Really?
It's not hard at all.
So you haven't driven this like in 20 years?
Something like that, yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that right there. Just for that thing right there, you can.
$18,500
for that.
I would say that's probably, you know, what this is worth. I'm guessing. But you know what? I've been doing this for 10 years. This show.
Yeah.
And this is one of the more solid vehicles I've found, the Bronco for sure. $174,000. It has an LS Corvette motor in it. Have you ever taken this off-road? Yeah, in the woods, dirt roads?
I deer hunt and all that.
I see the Mississippi Sportsman National Rifle Association. Do you think you might fix it up?
Certainly planning on fixing it up.
Well, pretty cool. So this is a basic model. If you remember some of the models we've seen in the past have chrome, stainless steel trim. This has the chrome bumpers front and back.
I got the chrome bumper for the front inside the house. It's got a back seat, a bench seat. It's in the storage room out there.
Good deal.
You know, you see those. If you see one on whatever marketplace you're looking at, they're like at least $600
For the back seat?
just for the back seat.
Wow.
But I took that one out, and it's a good place to throw a deer back there, by the way.
You've done that?
A whole lot of times.
Really?
Where we did hunt at one time, this is in Lauderdale. This right up there, about 15 minutes. Several guys and myself, we had like this, right? One guy had like a 78 or a 79. He goes through a big mud hole. Then you don't want to go through that. That skitter ruts and that. You don't want to go. Man, you know how it is. Man, this thing will go anywhere. You know, I go, okay, fine. Here she's sitting. And this is dark. This is like 11 o'clock at night.
Stuck.
Oh, she's sitting there, buddy. She's sitting there. I went around him. He's in a hole. I went around it. Didn't put it in four-wheel drive. But it wasn't a bad hole. It was just
Yeah.
tried to get him that way to get him through. It wouldn't work. I went around him the other side, got back behind him, pulled him right on out. And he didn't like that at all.
And he had the big Bronco.
He had the big Bronco with the 350 in it, you know.
Yeah.
Romping on it. Oh man, it's gonna come out. No, it's not. Oh, it's gonna come out. No, it's not. And he got mad when I just eased on down through.
Well, I hope next time we come through this neighborhood, I see this thing sitting here shining on new tires.
I don't know where I want to take it.
Yeah.
I want to take it somewhere. Just things like these little old bump stops. And, you know, you can see.
Yeah, rotted off.
Yeah, you know, one side came off. So.
Well, listen, thank you, man. Thanks for, you know, like letting us invade your house for a little while.
I thank y'all for coming.
So that's how easy it is. You see, you just give yourself a deadline, pull into a town and say, I'm going to give myself 1 hour to find an old car. And we found that in 17 minutes. All right, so here we go. Back on the road towards Jackson, Mississippi.